in entire DNC about to be demolished after secret audio leaks. They have everything by Kara Curry for RWNofficial.com. The progressive left is up to shady business as usual, and yet another government ethics watchdog group filed a complaint with the Federal Elections Committee, FEC, due to potential violations of campaign finance laws. The Foundation for Accountability and Civic Trust, or FACT, filed their complaint with the FCC on Tuesday after audio from a secretly recorded conversation revealed the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee tipped the scales in favor of the preferred candidate. As a result of their attempts to fix the election results, they may have violated campaign finance laws in the process. The secret recording of the conversation between House Minority Whip Steny Hoyer and Levy Tillman, a Democrat candidate for the 6th Congressional District in Colorado, was made last December. The audio became public knowledge after The Intercept published it in April of 2018 after obtaining Tillman's consent. Tillman requested some names and private information be edited out prior to its release. The complaint alleges the DCCC reportedly picked Crow as its preferred candidate to win the 2018 Colorado House primary race and took action to assist its favored candidate, according to a recorded conversation between Democratic leader House Minority Whip Steny Hoyer and another primary candidate. The DCCC supported Crow and requested the opposing candidate leave the race multiple times and make way for Crow. 6 other candidates also reported that the DCCC did not provide them with the same resources it provided to Crow. One stated that the DCCC gave polling data to Crow. They made other resources available to Crow that they did not make available to me, such as email lists for fundraising purposes. The Washington Free Beacon reports on the audio recording Hoyer makes plain to Tillman in the recording that some higher-ups in the Democratic Party preferred Army veteran and corporate lawyer Jason Crow be the party's nominee in the district. The Intercept story on the audio include a quote from David Arestad, who by that time had dropped out of the same race. But they, meaning the DCCC, made polling data available to Crow that they did not make available to me. Aristad was quoted as saying they made other resources available to Crow that they did not make available to me, such as email lists for fundraising purposes. FACT wrote in its complaint that the polling data and email lists were in-kind contributions that appear to not to have been reported but should have been. Candidate reporting requirements exist to prevent corruption and ensure transparency in our elections, which is something the DCCC showed a blatant disregard in this case, Kendra Arnold, FACT's executive director, said in a statement. What's equally disturbing is that this type of Machiavellian behavior has been endorsed by House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi, Arnold added. The 6th District of Colorado is one of the most competitive and hotly contested House races in the country. The seat is currently held by Republican Mike Coffman, a former Marine and state treasurer who is now serving his 5th term. Coffman has managed to defeat formidable Democratic opponent in his last 2 elections, one of which was the former Speaker of the Colorado House and another was the President of the State Senate. FACT alleges that the key component of the allegations is determining a monetary value of the email lists and polling in actual hard dollars and cents. The complaint argues, based upon the industry standard, the value of the polling information and mailing lists likely exceed the $5,000 limit on in-kind contributions. Hoyer speaks frankly about Crow's status as the preferred candidate in the audio recording to The Intercept, according to The Intercept's transcript. Yeah, I'm for Crow, Hoyer explained. I am for Crow because a judgment was made very early on. I didn't know Crow. I didn't participate in the decision, but a decision was made early on by the Colorado delegation, he said, referencing the 3 House Democrats elected from Colorado. So your position is a decision was made very early on before voters had a say, and that's fine because the DCCC knows better than the voters of the 6th Congressional District, and we should line up behind that candidate, asked Tillman during the conversation. That's certainly a consequence of our decision, responded Hoyer. This playing of favorites by the Democratic Party has prompted massive outcry, even from leftist factions, as this appears to be a growing pattern, hearkening back to the Democratic primary and revelations that Bernie Sanders had more votes than Hillary Clinton in the 2016 presidential election. Yet Hillary was given the nomination because she was the preferred candidate of the Democratic Party. Says them, I would add. The release of the audio of the conversation prompted reporters to question House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi on the issue and sparked an outcry from more progressive wings of the party about the DCCC playing favorites. In terms of candidates and campaigns, I don't see anything inappropriate in what Mr. Hoyer was engaged in. A conversation about the realities of life in the race as to who can make the general election, Nancy Pelosi told reporters. Both Tillman and Crow met sufficient requirements to be on the primary ballot. Voting runs for the majority of June and concludes on June 26. So I had reported on this back in April when this came out and had the original recording. They don't have the original recording where this is being said to Tillman. But basically the bottom line is they decide who gets to be in office, and Nancy Pelosi has no problem with it. And yet she's still walking around making her speeches. No action is being taken against these corrupt DNC people. Nothing whatsoever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.